both these guys coming through, neither of them undefeated as they get through to this big upper bracket final. One of them, of course, will be in that divisional final. And I don't think anybody wants to drop down and face Marlon.
No, I don't think so, and especially maybe not Gorilla after what he said earlier on in that interview. He wants him and he will beat him, were the words of Marlon. But we're going to check in with Gorilla, who told us a little bit more about his lineup.
What to look out for when I'm playing in the tournament? I don't know, I've changed my style of play somewhat from obviously from the Paris event. I had to learn a lot. The lineup situation from Madrid changed because obviously we had some practice matches before the event. The player was Neymar instead of Ronaldo. Didn't really go to plan, so then I've reverted back to the original plan. That was Ronaldo, so that's why I didn't see it. But for this event, I'm trying to use exactly the same team as Madrid. You know, why change something that's working? So yeah, it'll be exactly the same style that I competed with in Madrid.
Well, let's see, is it exactly the same side? It does look like it, that's for sure. Obviously the exact same thing. Now, obviously we talked about this throughout the group stages. You know, is this dangerous, sticking with the exact same thing? A, you know what you're doing, you haven't had to change, adjust, because there has only been 2 weeks between, obviously, Madrid and now. Or will his opponents, especially someone like Rockyy, who would have been sat watching Madrid, been able to figure out a way to beat him?
Well, that's the age-old discussion, isn't it? Do you just leave it and say, this is how I play best, so that's how it's going to go? Or do you say, no, I'm going to change things up, I'm going to throw a bit of a spanner in the works? This, of course, is the lineup on the other side for Rockyy, a man who absolutely loves to play with possession. Yeah, and Jordi Alba on the left back there as well. He's, I think, the only one that's been using him throughout the entire tournament. We didn't get to see all of the lineups, but definitely the only one I can think of so far. Of course, Pelé up front for him as well, with Neymar and Ronaldo on the wing. So fairly standard outside of Jordi Alba, really, in the overall lineup. But Vitality Rockyy, as you say, a man that loves to play with possession. The problem is that Gorilla doesn't really need the possession to score goals. He will come at you. We just saw it obviously with Shells there. He didn't have a great deal of possession. Definitely took a lot more chances and scored a lot more goals. So focus face for Rockyy today. The French contingent will certainly behind him. There's Gorilla, of course. We've seen the stern look on his face every time he plays. Very cool, calm customer. But I would say probably the favorite remaining in the tournament now. Obviously, he was a massive favorite going into Paris, carried that tag going into Madrid, and actually stood up to the tag this time. Apart from obviously in the regional finals where he lost to Principe, this time around he's turned up to win the big prize. Question is, can he get past Rockyy? Will Rockyy, who demolished TAS, I think it's safe to say yesterday, did let one slip eventually, but will he be able to keep on running into the divisional finals? And when you say, you know, Gorilla probably the favourite here, I think Rockyy's the favourite at this point. Do? I mean, honestly, in Paris, he didn't lose a lot. He didn't lose a hell of a lot, right? He lost to TAS. He's already shown that here that he can beat. It was only TAS he lost to, yeah. So the fact is, when we come back into this one, yes, Gorilla is a formidable opponent, but this game is going to tell us a hell of a lot as to how this whole day is going to go and who we can really call a favourite from this Xbox side. And Vieira for Rockyy, going to be playing in the red, of course. Gorilla in the light blue, or aqua, whatever you'd prefer to call it. I don't know. I'm sure you could know the exact colour coding. I don't know. Maybe we can figure one out there. But either way, blue to me. It's blue will do. Blue will do. Blue will do. All right, now. So actually, Suarez immediately getting into Messi, and this is a counter-attack coming out from Gorilla. That's a good through ball for Messi. He's not going to be able to shrug off Rio Ferdinand quite so easily, or is he? He gets the shot away. It's a cross goal, but it just goes wide. Early warning shot maybe here for Gorilla. Say, you play your game, I'll play mine. Let's see what works best. Gorilla just trying to get in there and stop that possession game of Rockyy. If you can shut that down early, you can make headway. There's a lot of space on this top side. Walker going to be allowed to stretch his legs in the early stages. Modric just come over though. He's going to knock that one out for a throw-in. It is Walker to take, who will feed it into the feet of Pelé. Of course, Rockyy playing with that core down the middle of legends. Here's Ronaldo into Suarez. Where's he going to go with it? Suarez having to slide there. Clearance wasn't quite on point, and they're still knocking it around in the box. Finally, they'll get it away, though. Scary moment there for Gorilla. And he's giving possession away once again. This time it's Jordi Alba down on the bottom side. Pogba gets a kind deflection, which will knock it right into the feet of Suarez. Finds Ronaldo.
Oh,
Pele
nice.
with the left boot will tuck it away. It's Rockyy that takes the lead early stages of the game.
Great little through ball there. That's what set it up, and it made it easy for Pele in the end to just bury it home. Great through ball there. Little 1-2. Straight back. And Ronaldo to Pele. The link-up of legends.
We talked about it just before. That middle core of the legends here. 13 minutes gone. Rockyy picking up the lead. Has that shaken Gorilla? I said a cool, calm person. Doesn't show too much emotion. In fact, the most emotion you'll probably see from Gorilla is when he clenches his teeth.
Well, it's actually the most emotion you see is when he scores himself, and he's just more angry than happy. It's just, oh, hello, a foul given away in a tricky position. I don't think he will take it short. He's definitely going to try and set this one up, Rockyy will.
He's going to have a shot here. He's going to change the taker.
He's going to try and lay it off, isn't he?
Got the dream team stood on it.
Neymar.
Ronaldo.
Over. Ronaldo to Neymar to cut it back. Suarez in the box. Played it back. That's 2-0. Perfect. He's exactly what he planned. It's like the A-team. It just came together.
It all worked out perfectly for him, you know. You were wondering, is one of them going to hit it? In the end, it was Ronaldo who just laid it off for that little run for Neymar. Cuts it back in. Suarez will finish in a position where, honestly, Suarez doesn't usually miss from. And that already, not even 20 minutes gone of this first half. Rockyy saying, okay, you had that one chance. I think we'll just keep it that way. Modric now, though, moving forward. There's a bit of space for Suarez with the left, and he buries it. A quick comeback goal here.
I didn't even get a chance to say this game is far from over, because Gorilla has the potential to score a lot of goals, and sure enough, an instant reply makes it 2-1. Suarez tucks it into the top corner for Gorilla. Just 21 minutes gone in this game. This could be a high scorer.
And you know, Rockyy there, I think we saw a bit of shaking hands from him, in all honesty, after that one went in. Seemed surprised, but honestly, you shouldn't be surprised at this point. This is the kind of thing that Gorilla has done time and time again. But what could be the best way to counter it? To do it exactly the same down the other end of the park. Didn't get the chance, though, and now it's Gorilla looking to break again, looking for that equaliser. 3 goals already in 23 minutes. In definite contrast to the games that we've seen earlier on today. Gorilla is still behind. There's the ball finding the feet of Suarez. Little cheeky heel to Ronaldo. Messi coming forward as well. Ball going to be thrown over the top, nice. But Boateng will just nod it on back to the keeper.
Yeah, a little pass back. Knew what was coming. Very fluid stuff, though, from Gorilla there on the attack. Rockyy read it well. Alba to Neymar for Rockyy in the red. Look at how juddery that finger is on the right-hand side. Very shaky hands from Rockyy. Tense stuff, and why not? This is for a top 3 finish already. Perhaps a top 2 in your own division, the Xbox, and 5 times out of 6, the Xbox has gone on to win in the grand finals with a lot at stake. Alba back to Neuer as Rockyy keeps possession.
Tense stuff here. Neuer throws it out. Chance now for Rockyy to build up. Suarez, there's a run for Ronaldo. Will get threaded through to him. Pele on that top side. What can he do from here? Tries to dance past Ferdinand, who slides, keeps it in. And I think it did go out there in the end for a corner as well. So Rockyy can go again. Jordi Alba steps past one man, going to get the cross. De Gea will palm it away. Gorilla will be able to collect.
I think he got done by the AI keeping the ball in there, actually. I think he probably wanted it to go out, but it didn't work out that way. Now, counter-attack chance for Gorilla, but it didn't quite work out. And now it's coming straight back at him. Marcelo will win it this time, and Modric plays it forward, but it's still in his own half as Rockyy continues to pen him in. Pele has been doing some serious work on this wing, hasn't he? But he's lost out this time. Suarez to Back to Marcelo. Overhead through ball, brilliant. Suarez to chase that one, and he will get it. Modric, sorry. Looking for Messi and Ronaldo in the box. Goes to Suarez. There he is, gets involved, but first touch let him down. A little heavy on the pass. And it's Rockyy on the counter.
Plenty of space to run into. Have Vieira to get past, and Ronaldo says that's not a problem for me. Vieira then into Suarez. Oh, he turned Ramos there, but I think it brought it back a little bit. And yeah, exactly. Needed a touch and run on it. And now it's back over. 42 minutes gone, so we're close to half-time. Great time to score and level things up for Gorilla, but at the same time, it'd be a great time to score as well for Rockyy. Put himself back 2 goals up. Neymar, Ronaldo tries to feed it through to Pele. Still got it. There is Pele, and he'll put it in exactly his offside. I got all excited there, but he was offside. Let off, really, for Gorilla.
A big let off, yeah. That was... I'd love to see a replay, because that was very, very tight. And you know what? We will get to see a replay. We'll see it at half-time with Spencer, so keep your eye on that one. Messi trying to wriggle his way through. An equaliser here, not going to come for Gorilla. Half-time beckons. All the goals coming inside 21 minutes. But it's 2-1 as we approach half-time. And Gorilla is trailing. I think to be expected so far. I think I saw 66% possession for Rockyy. These are the sort of stats we expect. Not a great little shots for Gorilla, though, in the first half.
Absolutely not. And, well, headset comes off for him.
Just 2-1. Yeah, 2-3 there, yeah.
2 shots, 1 on target, and 3 on the other side. So very, very close stuff still. But you have to say, with so little shots, still, it's 2-1. I mean, they're making them count, and that's what you expect at this level. You know, feeding those balls through. If there's a chance there, players like this will take those chances. Yeah, and if not, that's how you lose games.
And you think of that second goal, of course, it was from that great, nice little work, intricate free kick. Let's talk us through that one. Spencer is with you.
Just move this one, guys, and this looked like it was going to be the big box office game of this round. Obviously, Gorilla versus Rockyy, and I have to say, it's lived up to the hype so far. 3 goals in that opening half, and I think we're going to see some more in the second half. But for now, let's review what we did see in that opening exchange. So, for me, it could have gone either way the first few minutes. It was all about who got that first goal. And here, we've got Rockyy on the ball. Suarez is going to keep it. He manages to turn past his marker, find Ronaldo. That last pass to Pele was terrific, and right before that, actually, Gorilla went through on goal and missed it, and I think that was a big miss for Gorilla, because if he'd got that goal, he would have gone 1 up, and at this sort of level, the first goal can be key. And this quick free kick here, beautiful turn from Neymar. Some people would have shot with Neymar, probably in a finesse finish across the keeper, but instead he opted for the pass and got that second goal. You can see that straight from kickoff after that goal, Gorilla knew he needed to get one back, and he did just that on the weak foot of Luis Suarez, making it 2-1 with a swift reply. If Gorilla hadn't have got that goal straight away, he might have started to doubt himself, and that doubt might have started to sink into his gameplay, and he might have got a 3rd or a 4th goal down, and he almost did here. Obviously that was offside, so it didn't count, but Rockyy is making those chances, he's breaking those lines, and I think we could see him score some more goals. But one thing I'll say about Gorilla, which always remains to be true, you never count him out. I've seen him come back from ridiculous scorelines in the past, but right now Rockyy is on top, and recently we sat down with him to find out more about the Frenchman.
Alors pour mon style de jeu, c'est basé beaucoup sur la possession du ballon. Voilà, j'essaie de garder le ballon le mieux possible avec beaucoup de passes courtes. Et après, j'essaie de m'adapter aussi sur certains matchs où c'est plus compliqué. Et j'essaie de varier aussi pour surprendre l'adversaire. Mais la base de mon jeu, c'est vraiment la possession du ballon.
Well, Rockyy loves possession football. You can see that in this game today. He's bossing Gorilla for possession right now. Will he continue it in the second half, or are we going to see a Gorilla-style comeback? For now, we'll go back to the casters who will take us through all the action. Over to you, Joe and D-Man.
Thanks a lot, Spencer, and really anyone's game still, in my opinion, in this one. I mean, those 3 goals came within 25 minutes of this one. There's not been a lot of shots, but the shots that have been there, they've